Yeah, Lakers are losing 53-59.
Man, I'm getting my picks wrong.
The Pelicans are beating the Cavs.
Oh
Oh,
man,
oh
I
no,
think I
it's
had
it's they tied it up. They tied it up.
think I had the Cavs. Right, Pirate fans and surrounding areas. Welcome to the last podcast of the day. For me, this is like podcast number 5 or 6. It's podcast Wednesday, and this is a special podcast because we're going to be talking RFYFL Rockport-Fulton Youth, our football league. I was able to go out there and stream. It's been a lot of fun. I tell you, the viewership of amount of people that follow is amazing. And our group here, Rockport-Fulton, we have two groups, two divisions that are going to the Super Bowl on Saturday in Beeville. We have our junior division and we have our freshman division. So we got an opportunity to do something special this year and be the last team standing. And on the screen and right here next to me, we've got some guys, the league president and two of the coaches who will be taking their team to the Super Bowl. Let me start off with the man sitting here next to me is our league president here for RFYFL, Mr. Steve Cantu. Steve, how you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, brother, as always, and I'm happy to be here, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming out and spending some time here to talk a little bit about your program. And then we've got on the screen the two head coaches. We'll start off with our little Pirates, the freshman division there, and that's a head coach, Chino Cantu. Chino, how you doing?
Doing good, bud.
Thank you for coming on and spending a few minutes. And then for our junior division, got the head coach up there, Landon Diserens. Landon, how you doing?
We're doing good.
All right, buddies. Well, first of all, good luck and congratulations. Listen, I think I watched the games. They were great. We wanted to bring you guys out to talk a little bit about the season and just all the work that you guys have put in, the kids have put in, and to have an opportunity to be the last team standing. I know that means a lot to you guys. It means a lot to Steve. You guys have put in a lot of work. The kids have put in a lot of work. And we've got one more, and hopefully we'll get the W. But guys, I wanted to start off a little bit, and I wanted to start, Chino, with you because when we started this at the beginning of the season, the one thing you said that stuck to me was that we've been working hard, and we've been working all year. And I saw that because when I was streaming, going to high school baseball, you guys were on the football field. I would see you guys out there, and that work has paid off, I think. But talk a little bit about, you said that this was probably one of the best teams you've ever had. So you knew what you had coming into the season. What was so special? What did you see before the season started? What did this team tell you? I know we can be the last team standing.
I think what sticks out to me about this group, man, is how selfless they are. You know what I mean? It's not about one single individual. They're the prime example of a team. And their athleticism, their heart, their grit. I mean, I'm not kidding, man, when I say that this is one of the best teams I've ever been around, and they check all the boxes. And we're not big, we're not the fastest, but heart. We got all the heart, and all the grit.
And I saw that from the team. And, you know, people will say, oh, they're just freshmen. They're little kids. Their age is what, 4 or 5? I don't know. You would be surprised if you watch these kids. What they know and what they're learning at this young age is amazing. I thought the same thing, and I went out there, and I look forward to watching the freshmen. And not only Rock, because I've seen other teams. I've seen Beeville. I've seen Ingleside. It's just amazing what the coaches do. But I got to ask you, how hard or easy is it to coach? What age group do you have? 4 and 5, 5 and 6?
We've started off with 4. We've had 4-year-olds before, but right now our team consists of 5, 6, and then some of our boys just turned 7. I think we got 2 boys that just turned 7.
Wow. So how hard or easy is it for you as a head coach to coach these kids?
To be honest, man, you'll be surprised, man. These boys are sponges, and this is another reason why this group of boys is different. They really are. The amount of information that they take in, they're sponges, man. They really are sponges, and they want to get better. They want to know. They make a mistake, they get upset because they're not doing it right. And obviously we correct it and we get it right. And it's the boys really want it. That's the difference when they want it.
And I definitely see that. I see the emotion that those kids play with. You guys are doing a great job with them. Talk a little bit about the season. So the split is, so you have one loss, right? And that was to Beeville. And then we went back and played them a second time in the season, and we beat them. So they have one loss to Rockport-Fulton. We have one loss to them to Beeville. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what are you looking for against this team, against Beeville? Like what are the keys for you? Do you think? I mean, they're little. Are you running? Do you stick with the same? Oh, you can't say that here because they'll be looking right. But like, what has been for you, 1-1? That just makes it exciting for a fan like me. But keys for you. What do you feel you have to do? What does the team need to do to be able to get that W?
To be honest, man, it's execution. It's execution and knowing after a mistake that it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right, that we're going to come back the very next play and make something happen. And that's what it's been. I mean, execution. And if something happens, a mistake happens, hey, just know that the very next play we can go get it back, or we can make something happen. And the boys have bought in, man. The boys have bought in, and they believe. They believe in the coaches. They believe in the coaches. They believe in all of us. And when we tell them something, they're just all the way bought in, man. They make it easy.
I see what you're saying. I see it in those kids. They tackle very well. And the great thing about this division is one play, you're right, and they're gone. They get to the outside and they're gone. And it's a foot race and you might not catch them. So it doesn't take a lot to get out there and score. If need be, like you said, we mess up on a play, we come back and we get the next one. And I think that's the best way to approach this. Steve, do you have any questions here for Chino?
Yeah. Well, Coach Chino, obviously, congratulations to you. Congratulations to me. I'm a part of the team. I always find this really awkward, right, to interview you guys because I am so close to both of the teams. I know everybody on it. I know what we're doing. I know what Landon's doing and what they're trying to do and everything. So, but I guess my question, Chino, and I'll ask you and I'll ask Landon about it here in a little bit too. But coming off of that loss to Beeville and the ability to bounce back, right, and come back, fight them again, and play them again, and then the all the tough games that you had. Do you feel that shaped your team?
Oh, yeah.
Giving you an advantage, disadvantage moving forward, right?
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the grit your kids had shown after getting getting that loss against Beeville, having several close games. So it's not like we're out there always blowing teams out. I mean, there's some contested games, some great teams. That Cal Allen was a great team that we got a win over on Saturday. Talk to me a little bit about all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I think you learn a lot from a loss. You know what I mean? You can learn a lot from close games. You know what I mean? The blowouts, that's cool, whatever, but you really learn a lot about yourself as a team. What kind of players you got, what kind of character they have. And it made us better. It made us hungry. You know what I mean? And in that game, we were down and we made a ton of mistakes. We made every mistake, but we still found a way to get ourselves back in the game. And I've said it a bunch of these boys are different. You know what I mean? I've been on plenty of teams and that same situations happen and it doesn't go that way. You know what I mean? It just all goes downhill after that. But these boys are different. They're special and they want to win and their drive. You know what I mean? They'll run through a brick wall if they have to. You know what I mean? That's just their mentality. But we learned a lot off of that loss. You know what I mean? Were the boys upset? Yeah. Did we have to wipe some tears away? Yeah, sure. But at the end of the day, it made us better. It made us hungry. And the very next game wasn't an easy game either. Right after that loss, we played Cal Allen, which is a well-coached, athletic, physical team. They're not no pushover team. Well-coached team, athletic team. I tip my hat to those guys. Great group of boys. Tough group. Right after we lost to Beeville, that's who we had to play. So it wasn't a cakewalk by any means. We played them, and we ended up coming out of that game with a 7-14. We won 7-14, so it was a hard-fought game. Very next game, we got Beeville again, and the boys were prepared. The boys were prepared, man. Every week, man, I'm telling you, I've been not waiting or just waiting to see if they ever would take a day off or a little bit of a slip. And I tell you what, bro, these kids have gotten better every single day, and it just blows my mind. I was talking to the coaching staff at the end of our last practice right now, and all our minds are blown because we've literally from Monday to today have gotten every single day. And that's what it is, man.
Well, hats off to you, man. And now I'm gonna bounce it over to Landon. Landon, You've had a similar road, right? You faced a lot of adversity, probably even more than Chino's young team. Faced a lot of adversity with the kids being in and out, one score losses. And what in your mind told you that you could be here at the end? What did you see in those boys that led you to believe that you could still, throw the life ringer out there, just tread water. Let's just, continue to get healthy and get better. What in your team did you see that made you think that you guys could get here and be one of the last teams standing?
Uh, it's been there, practicing with them week to week, getting them prepared. It's been the whole time. Yeah, they got a little down on themselves whenever, a couple of our players went down. Then we got a couple losses and they got nervous, but they fought back. They started practicing harder and harder. And then as soon as, it took off, it caught fire and they figured it out. So it's just really been these boys, the talent's been there. Once they decided that they wanted it, it's hard to stop them.
Yeah, I always said that, and I would tell anybody that that would ask, is like, we're a scary team. That junior boy scary team. We've lost some games, probably more than we wanted to, but they were highly contested games. Played tough, gritty, defensive field games, and you guys played great defense. And we were just losing a lot of one score games. We just couldn't figure out how to close them out. But it seems like you said, your kids are caught some momentum at the right time, and I think that's super important too. Is when you peak. You get some teams, they come out of the start blocks extremely fast, and they're blowing teams away. You guys had to deal through that adversity, with the losing players, and then tough one score losses. Hats off to you and all of your coaches and all of those parents that continue to support, although you guys did go through those struggles, what I'm saying, through the middle of the season, knowing that you guys had the capabilities of putting it all together, playing 4 full quarters, and earning your way into the championship. So hats off to you, man. I couldn't be any more prouder for you and your coaching staff and all of those boys that you have over there. I'm extremely proud of you guys' efforts throughout the season, and getting those boys to where they're at right now.
Hey, Landon, I wanted to ask one thing I've seen. Obviously, you said you had depth and you needed that, but defensively, Trip Shane, Garcia, Vanderpool, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, you got some studs. You said you had studs, so I pay attention. But they play with a lot of emotion, especially Vanderpool. He gets really into the game, makes a big play. And he shows it. And I love the emotion of that kid. I don't know him. I don't know his parents, but man, he really is locked in. You got some guys. When you went through this adversity and most of your injuries, I think, were on the offensive side, you lost some of your backs and stuff. How much did you rely on that defense to win some games, be competitive, but get you to this point, right? Because I think the defense, I wanted to go to the defense first. They've been big for you this year. It's one of the reasons why you're going to the Super Bowl.
They always say offense wins games, defense championships. So we just put it to them and told them, a lot of these boys, they play both sides of the ball. But I told them, they're not here. We're going to have to stand up. Talon was an outside Vanderpool. He was an outside linebacker. And this year I moved him to inside and said, hey, it's going to be new, but you're going to love this. He was so scared the first couple weeks. But as you see now, if he's not the best linebacker in the league right now in our division, they'll have to show me another one. They'll have to prove it to me.
I love that kid, man. I love the way he plays, and I'm always looking forward to him coming up with something once he makes a big play. He just really gets into the game. And you got to love that about a football player. Let's go to the offensive side and your son. Man, he's been throwing the ball lights out. He's been getting better. You can see confidence growing in him every game when he's throwing. From the very first time I saw him throw to what he's doing now, it's almost like he anticipates that McKnight is going to get it wherever you're throwing the ball. We've seen the throws, but we've seen the big catches. It's not just throw and hopefully we make a catch. I mean, I think when you guys throw the ball and I'm there, I'm expecting the catch now. I'm not hoping, I'm expecting because of what I've seen. What is it? Talk to us a little bit about your quarterback. He's also your son, but just his improvement and the confidence that's building to be able to throw that ball with confidence and getting it to his receivers and getting those completions.
You know, I'm hard on him. I expect it too. I expect that catch. You know, a lot of these boys I have in 7-on-7. I've trained them through the summer. So and then with him throwing, this is what we did. So I expect it. They put in a lot of work. I've had to take them. There's been some long days of trying to get them all in sync. And then at the first of the year, you know, it's a little different once you put the pads on, right? Why they get a little more time, they get comfortable. Once they put the pads on, they had to work out the timing. But now that they've got it figured out, it works.
Well, I love the passing game. I think that's important. And whatever it is you're doing out there with the team, keep doing it, man. It's an improvement. You know, people, I was in Ingleside and I hear people talk. Rockport's the 6th seed. You know, they give you the 6th seed, you know, and you opened up a lot of eyes from the 6th seed to get to that, you know, get that victory, get that W first round. You're coming in and you're 6th seed again. People are talking, say, man, Rockport, they're kind of impressed. They're the 6th seed. You know, people I hear talk, you know, and then to get to that level, which to me, a seed doesn't matter. It's a new season. It's the playoffs. You're there. It starts all over again. But people look at that, and kudos to you, man. With all, like Steve said, everything you've had to go through, and to be able to make the playoffs. And I think you guys are playing the best football of the season right now, from what I've seen. I mean, you guys are clicking at the right time. So definitely, man, you've done a great job, and your assistants. I want to give you an opportunity because, you know, when you talk about the team and they're going to the Super Bowl, it starts with the head coaches. You got to have a vision and you got to set the foundation right. And you two did a great job, right, of doing that. But you also, those assistant coaches, they play such a vital role in the success that we're having here. So I want to give you an opportunity, both of you. But Landon, I'll go to you first to kind of talk a little bit. Who are the assistant coaches and just what they've meant to you this year to get this team to this point?
So you have JC Cotton. So I kind of told JC at the first, like, we're going to kind of figure this out as we go. And Coach David, I said, look, we're going to figure this out as we go. David has the line, Cameron, and then JC Cotton. I was like, hey, this is the type of defense that I want to run. This is what I've ran in the past. It's always worked. What do you think? We started playing with it, and then, man, I just let it go. I'm like, if you have questions, ask. We'll work it out together as a team, you know. Then Charlie Castaneda, he's come in and helped out. Been a big help. So he helps wherever. So we just got together as a team and said, hey, we're gonna have to fight this out. Right? So David kind of took that line on and said, I know y'all are probably the youngest line out there, but we're gonna figure out how to block. Then rest is history.
Like I said, you guys are playing the best ball right now. Before I go to Chino, I got to ask you, because you're the head coach, man, how stressful is it, like, throughout the season as because I see you guys, right? And I mean, you guys stress on the field because I can see it, right? Like, it's not for a long, right? But because you put, you know, people will say, man, they're really you put a lot of time, man. You put work in there. You want to see that success, right? But for you, Landon, how stressful are you right now? Or are you calm? Because you look pretty calm, but Does this become very stressful for you when you're getting up there at the game? You got one more game. You're this this close, man. This close to the ring, to the championship. You're right there. How stressful is that?
It, it's stressful, but I have a saying with along my running backs, my quarterbacks. I'll tell them, wide receivers. I said, look, the calm mind wins. If we can stay calm in the pocket, we can stay calm in a route, we can stay calm in a run, we're gonna win. Let's get them out of their head. Mm-hmm. So it's stressful once you get there, but I'm gonna tread water until then.
Well, let me ask you this, because I'm gonna ask Chino too. When you're at work, are you drawing up plays to see what you need to do, or is it work, and you don't start drawing up any plays until after work? So what I'm saying is, when you're at work, there you go. Are you at work and trying to work on some plays? There you go.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It's all day long.
It never stops, does it? Yeah, I definitely understand that. So Chino, I'll go to you. Recognize your assistant coaches. Obviously, it starts with you, and I think you've done a great job. Both of you guys have, but you wouldn't be where you're at without your assistants. Talk to us a little about who's on staff and what they've meant to you this year.
Our staff consists of obviously my dad, Ronald Leva, Matt Aaron, Andrew Savala, Chris Rodriguez, Britton Underbrink, and a bunch of dads that go out there and help. I'd name them all, but there's a lot of them. Now listen, man, this is one of the best coaching staffs I've ever been around. Most knowledge, they got a lot of knowledge. We work really well together. There's times where we're on the field. Obviously, you see us, we're on the field, and we don't see everything. Our guys on the sidelines see something, and they'll come and tell us, and we work well with one another. And there's no like, oh, it's my way or no way. Nah, it's nothing like that. It's let's come together. We're going to figure it out. Or if somebody has something to say, let's say it. And then we're going to figure this out together. But I think that's what's made this team have such a great run is that our players, our coaching staff, our parents, you know what I mean? Our parents play a big part too. You know what I mean? Their support, bringing their kids to practice, having to deal with our crazy selves out there. It's a lot. And I appreciate everybody that's part of it, that's been a part of it. And just a great group of guys, man. Really, really great group of guys.
So I have to ask you, how stressful is it for you? And when you're at work, are you constantly, when you're at work, are you working on plays, or is work? And no, I don't start doing plays till I get to practice.
Me and my dad work together, so it's all day long. Talking football, we talk football all day long, to be honest. I think sometimes he might even get tired of my ass. But we love it, man. We love what we do. We enjoy what we do. And as far as being stressed, bro, it's no. Fine. These boys have me calm. Watching them practice and seeing them execute has me calm. There's nothing to be stressed out about right now. You know what I mean? We're prepared and we're ready. There's no stress.
Awesome. Well, Steve, so you're talking with your son at the time. Do you get tired of him?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, sometimes I've reached the age where I want to shut it off for a little bit because once I get it going, once I get my mind going, it doesn't stop. And I'll lay in bed and I'll toss and turn and I'll see formations and I'll see plays and I'll get up out of bed, go watch some tape, and then to try to make myself drowsy to go to bed. So, I mean, it is consuming, right? It is consuming, but it's in a good way, in a super good, positive way. And all of the gratification comes from the practice field when you see the boys and when they hit the play that you asked and explaining it to them. You asked Chino about that, about the communication and how to get how do you get this and that out of them. I think that's the most important part, is being able to take what's in your mind, which probably has too much detail already, you know what I'm saying, because you've thought of it from 10 different angles and the play from 10 different looks, and to try to translate that into a 6-year-old mind to understand, and it's crazy, but you find a way to do it, and then the boys just latch onto it and go. we get that told to us all the time. How do you get these kids to understand that and these different formations? It's all about KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. You know what I'm saying? And that's the motto. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. And the boys really just they like Chino said, they're just sponges. They're awesome. At that age group, it's awesome. And they're getting to learn the game at their pace, and they think they're going slow, but they're going extremely fast. They're just, and that's what keeps you motivated, man. That's what keeps you motivated when a kid goes out there and you see the joy of them running a play perfectly, the way you drew it up, the way that we practice it, and that's where the joy comes from. So, yeah, we talk football all the time. We're involved in multiple sports, so it's nonstop. So right now it's all football. It's 100% football. There's nothing else going on in our conversations, but as the season turns, it turns into something else, and then we're just shifting gears and keep going. But I'm having a time of my life right now. I've told guys that it was my last year every year for the past 5 years, and each year I keep coming back for more. I'm a glutton for punishment, but we're having an extremely good time with it right now, and so I'm excited, man. We got another group of boys that are going to make the trip, and I'm excited for them. I'm excited for all the coaches. One coach in particular, I really want to take the time and give a shout out to. It says my guy Andrew Zavala. Andrew Zavala has been the parrot on my shoulder all year long, and I say parrot because he's because we're pirates, okay? And then I'm gonna tie that in, and he'll understand. But he's been my pirate on my shoulder, man. He see things and he comes to me and we talk about it real quick, because you don't have time to argue and fuss and fight about what you see is different. Yeah, they got different angles and they're seeing it from different spots. And he's been 100% right every single time. So offensively for me, Andrew Zavala has been my guy, and he's helped me get through the season and is a huge factor to all the success, along with all the other guys. But that's my pirate on my shoulder this year. Andrew Zavala has been a great addition to our coaching staff, and I can't wait for many more years, because that guy's got a young kid, same age group, so that can be us for a long time. In all sports, Andrew, it doesn't just have to be football. We can be friends on the baseball field, Andrew. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Him and Chino's always going against each other, and flag football as well. Although he did join.
We teamed up.
We teamed up this year in flag football 7-on-7. But just a teaser, man. Andrew's a great guy. They got a great family over there. His dad, I've known his dad for many years. Back when their younger brothers were coaching. I mean, Andrew was too old by the time I moved, but I did coach his younger brother, and they're an awesome family all the way around. But no, again, hats off to that. I just wanted to give some special recognition to Andrew, because he's been my guy.
No, I think that's awesome. Like you said, it takes a village to get to this point. One guy can't do it, and obviously, we want to recognize him. That's why we have the podcast, right? And I'm glad you guys are recognizing those that have helped you. It's awesome. It takes a village. It takes great coaching, like Chino said. It takes dads. They can go out there even if you don't know football. You run a drill. You help out on a drill. You move something. All of that stuff is needed, and it's helped us get to this point. What excites me, guys, is that there's two teams up there, which tells me that we're going down the right way. Whatever we're doing there, we're doing good, right? We want to be able to put all 4 teams in there, but to get 2 teams this year and then work on taking 2 plus 3 or 4, all of the teams next year, is what excites me about the group of kids. I think this is where it starts. I've always said that on the podcast, on the live streams. The more they learn here, the better I think it is when they get to middle school and high school. So for Pirate fans, Saturday in Beeville, you've got 2 of your teams out there. Take that drive. It's about an hour drive. Definitely go out there. It'll be worth the drive. I'm telling you, I've seen these teams. They're going to need all of the support that they can get from Rockport Nation. So definitely take that drive out there. Show your support. If not, you can catch it on the live stream. But I think, we've got a great opportunity to come home to be the last team standing. So they need all the support, so definitely go out there. Chino, what time do you guys play?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. So the freshmen will play at 10 o'clock in Beeville, so that's a little early, but you can make the drive up there. Landon, what time do y'all play?
At 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. So 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock are the Rockport games, man. Definitely go out there, support RFYFL, support our little Pirates, man. They definitely appreciate it. We're doing some great things down here. I mean, if you watch these kids play, and you can catch them because we still have their games on our Pirates Coast Sports Network Facebook and YouTube channel. Go out and check them out. They need all the support. They're doing some great things, and they're playing for a Super Bowl. That's special to be the last team standing. So definitely take that drive out to Beeville, guys. I'm really proud of you guys. I think what you guys are doing. I think we got some great guys here. It's led by your dad, Chino here, who's been doing this for a long, long time. My boy was playing youth when Steve was coaching and you were coaching. So I know you guys have been doing it for a long time, but I know you guys are never going to pat yourselves on the back or give yourself any type of recognition, but I'll do it here for you. We're very lucky to have you guys because you don't only do football. You see youth all year round. These guys are baseball field, around the high school, softball, coaching, whatever is needed. If they're not doing it, you call them up and they come up and they do it. And Rockport's very lucky to have you two, have Landon out there. All of the coaches that we have, all the people that volunteer the time, we wouldn't be able to do this if we didn't have you guys. So thank you for everything that you do. And Steve, I don't know if you have any last minute words here before we.
Yeah, I do. I kind of want to piggyback off what you're saying, but have it come from me. I want to tell you both that you guys have definitely represented the Shield extremely well this year, right? And in the Shield, I'm talking about RFYFL. You guys have maintained your composure. You ran successful programs. Kids learned. So my hat's off to you both. I'm super proud of both of you guys. Y'all earned every single thing that y'all have gotten. And I'm so proud of both of you guys and your coaching staffs included. But, mostly you guys, you guys stuck it out. It's been tough. There's been some hills, been some bumps, but you guys faced it all with dignity. And I'm super proud of you guys both.
Thank you guys for what you do. And so now we'll give you the final word here. Good luck, guys. Again, congratulations on the successful season, but good luck. One more game. We got to get one more W, guys. Go out there and get it. But Landon, I'll give you the final word, man. Anything you want to add?
Hey, I do want to say, dude, Steve, we appreciate you, man. Like you stuck by us through the year. There's been headaches all year long with everything. So we appreciate you helping us out with everything. Help guide us through all this, right? That's what got us to where we are. So hats off to you.
Appreciate you.
Chino?
Hey, man, appreciate you. I'm lead off of that, I guess. Shout out to my freshman boys. Shout out to my coaches and our awesome parents, man. Y'all make sure to join the live stream or pull up in Beeville and come watch us. Go Pirates.
All right.
Go Pirates, guys. So thank you once again. 10 and 1 o'clock Saturday in Beeville. Last game, Super Bowl. Definitely go out there, green and gold. Support the little Pirates, man. They've had a great season, and we just got to get one more W. And if they do, guys, maybe we'll have a party down here at the SR Ballhouse. Who knows? But before I let you guys go, we do come live here at the SR Ballhouse every Wednesday out here. We have Pirates Night. We're continuing to build this through football, through basketball, through softball, baseball, anything. So come on out here, bring your family out here. It's a great place, got great food. I think they have chicken fried steaks, I was told, on Monday. So I can't get one tonight, but I'm going to have to come on Monday. But definitely come out. It's a great atmosphere. They've got the big screens. We're watching basketball. We're having a podcast talking football. It's really great. Augie and Diego Garcia, they're the owners, and their staff. They do a great job. And come on out and hang out with the Pirates Cove Sports Network, the crew. Thank you very much. Good luck once again. Chino, Landon, Steve, thank you very much. And we'll see you guys on the other side.
Later, boys.
Later.